Republican Senator John Barrasso is with me. He's on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And, sir, good morning to you. We're watching and we're waiting to get more from this. The report certainly was damning this week. You want to know three things out of Benghazi. What are they?
Well, yes, Bill, and I just walked out of the hearing. I'm going to go right back in. I wanted to be able to talk with you about it. Well, number one is actually aimed at the President of the United States. He promised that those who did this would be brought to justice. We continue to hear nothing about any success or efforts to identify those individuals and bring them to justice. The second thing is really how could we have put our people in harm's way the way we did. They continued to ask for additional security. It was denied. Yesterday, 4 people left the State Department, resigned. You know, you can't fire people in the State Department for incompetence. Only for willful negligence are you able to fire someone. So that, to me, continues to be a concern.
Let me just stop you on that one point here. And the lessons we've learned is very critical. But what we just heard is that based on the previous attacks in that area of Benghazi, that there were memos that were going around through the Department of State. Does that then suggest that everyone, including Hillary Clinton, was aware of this?
Well, that's why I want Hillary to still come and testify. She didn't show up today because of illness. I think it's imperative that she comes to the Senate and testifies in person, in public, and on the record as Secretary of State to answer key questions as to what was she doing that day, what did she know, when did she know it, did she know about these requests that have been going on from Benghazi and Libya saying we need more help? Was she involved in denying those requests?
And Senator Kerry has said earlier today that she will testify in January. I imagine it'll be public and we'll watch it together. But you were talking about the lessons from Benghazi. Can you draw any now?
Well, I think there are a number of lessons that we've learned. The question is, will they actually implement them? As Senator Corker was talking about earlier today, there have been a number of reports about incidents through several different administrations, and each time there are lessons learned, but yet we don't implement those. We know that there were things that happened in Benghazi that could have been prevented if they had only implemented the lessons from previous attacks through the decades. So the State Department has continued to fail at that.
Some of those attacks took place in 1999, and they were devastating, too, for American embassies in Tanzania and Kenya. You mentioned Senator Corker. Here he is a moment ago. I want to listen to this now.
Aware of the security risks there. We've read the cables. You were fully aware. And either you send people there with security or you don't send them there. I don't understand why you didn't send a notification up with the cables coming in, with concerns about security. Why didn't you do just what you did with this ARB, seeking additional funds? I don't understand. The Appropriations Committee has never received from the State Department a notification asking to shift funds for security in Benghazi.
Is there an answer for that yet that's sufficient?
Well, no, there was gross failure on the part of the State Department. The question is who is to blame there. We know that 4 people lost their jobs yesterday, left their jobs. I still need to know more in terms of what the Secretary knew, what she was doing the day of the attack as she was watching this. We've seen the videos of looks like the police just driving away. There was no video. There was no demonstration related to a video. We know that what the administration has been saying afterwards was absolutely false. And whether it was because of the election, whether this flew in the face of the president saying al-Qaeda is on the run, when we know that al-Qaeda connected terrorist groups were actually growing stronger and using Libya as a training area.
Senator, thank you. Plenty of questions. Appreciate your time. Get back to the hearing. John Barrasso there.
Thank you.
On the
Thanks,
Hill.
Bill.
All right.